Okay.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Christen.
This is the We Share Noodles podcast.
Yay.
Episode
Unknown.
We check sometimes.
47?
I'll check right now.
46? This is gonna be an episode where I play with my hair, so all my
I put my bangs up so I play with my
fans.
Some people love it. It's episode 46.
46. Yay. Hello. If you're new here, this is a podcast mostly about knitting. Today we have other things though. Oh, I do. You do too. You didn't bring it with you.
Mine's by my bed.
You sneaky rat.
I love it too.
That's okay.
It's okay. I'll send you a picture.
Mostly about knitting. We're two best friends from Conway, Arkansas, which is central Arkansas, and we just like crafting and hanging out. So if you're new, if you have been joining us for the last 45 episodes,
oh my gosh.
welcome back. Welcome everyone. Also, let's since we're not wearing any like pro row today, this is a no hate podcast.
Yeah, I usually wear like a pro row or a gay pride t-shirt just to make it really clear, but I didn't today. So that's the vibe here, and if you don't align with that vibe,
probably
bye.
go, because you're gonna hate this towards the end.
We are who we are, and also it's our podcast, so we don't really care.
So, last week we talked a whole lot about Rhinebeck, but this week we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about knitting. Do you want to jump into some knitting?
Yeah, I have FOs, I have whips, we have,
lots of acquisitions.
Yeah, we have some acquisitions, and I have the Stephen West shawl to show.
Not
finished, almost finished, but we'll talk about that. We'll give a spoiler when we do.
It's not the last spoiler right now. Yeah, it's done.
Some people still like literally knit row by row without spoiling. So
interesting.
Mine's not. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
We also have knit along coming up at the very end. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, it's coming up in a few weeks. You guys have some time. 3 weeks, a little more than 3 weeks.
Yeah,
but
one more podcast episode.
That's true. It would start after the next one. I finished socks. Actually, lots of socks. Considering when I show you guys my shawl, how much knitting I put into that shawl, I'm very proud of the sock amounts here. So, chronologically, I finished my October Desert Rista Dye Work socks. These are in the colorway Gradient Gourd.
That's Gradient Gourd? Wow, that looks a little pinker than I thought. For some
reason,
I thought it was a little bit orange before. They're so cute and little looking.
My socks are looking tiny lately. They fit. So, but they're also like, about this time last year, I was doing like 72 to 75 rows on the foot, like from the heel flap pickup to when I start the toe. These are like 64, like way smaller, and that's what fits. So I guess my row gauge has changed. My stitch gauge has loosened, but that means my row gauge has also loosened. No, that tracks. Anyway, these I did 60 stitches on a US 2.25 millimeter, and I followed my Never Better sock pattern that is free on Ravelry, so you guys can check that out.
Great vanilla pattern.
Yeah, I think I did like 60 row leg. That's kind of my normal, but yeah, I like that pattern. It's my go-to. And then I did patterned socks. Who am I? What? Crazy.
That's your favorite pattern.
I did. I only did this once.
This is my second. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. But you talk about it a lot. You're always like, I want to knit that into a rainbow connection.
I just feel like it's such a good.
It is really good.
Scrappy, stripey. Okay, these I used less than 50 grams of each skein. Probably like, these are the rainbow connection socks. This is a pattern by Kay Litton, the Crazy Sock Lady. My gray is Mandi's Makings from a share pair that I purchased and didn't use, so I split it up into this. And the striping is Knit Picks Felici in the colorway Time Traveler. It's obviously an old colorway. I think it was like 2 years ago. It's Doctor Who inspired, and I like it. These guys, I used, gosh, I want to say like maybe 25 grams of the Felici, and then probably like 35 of the gray. Like, I feel like it used barely any yarn, so they're both done.
Well, if you think about, for total?
Total.
Okay, so that's still like...
It's still about
80
right.
grams. Yeah. I was like, wait, for each sock? That's so much.
Like 60 grams. 25 Felici, 35 of the gray. But that tracks for me lately. Yeah, I met these during meetings last week or week before last, and I like them a lot. So those are done. And then my last finished object, this is a test knit I did for our friend Nicole, Prof. Pearl. And this pattern is coming out next week, like the late first week of November. These are her Read More socks, and this is the sponsored yarn for the pattern. It's Kimbers Cozy Creation in the Read More sock set. And these are DK socks. They have an afterthought heel. They are toe up, which I don't typically do, but I did. And they're toe up, cabled, duplicate stitching, and I loved these. I'm gonna gift them.
See these ones
Yeah.
up close. It's such a good pattern.
There's like
And
one
she
spot
writes a
where
really
I
good
messed
pattern.
up, so just like don't
Don't
show
look
that
at
spot.
that. Yeah. And then it's just really cute.
Yeah, so they
It's
say
on the
read
bottom.
more, duplicate stitched on the bottom. Like
Kind of hard to see this way, but it
just
does say
twisted on the blocker.
more.
Yeah. I'm smart, aren't I?
I'm not a thinker.
So on the bottom, like when you prop your feet up, they're gonna say read more.
That's cute.
So cute. It is, the DK base is 75.25, so merino nylon, which I love.
It's so squishy and soft.
They're really, really good. And Nicole, I think Nicole designed them with the afterthought in the main color. But the set came with 100 grams of the main color and 20 grams of the contrast. And I had plenty, so I wanted to use as much of that contrast as possible. So, because that I'm not gonna repurpose.
Is the base DK or fingering held double?
DK.
Oh.
It is a DK base.
It's so squishy. It feels
It's
great.
very nice. There is an option in the pattern for just a ribbed front if you want the duplicate stitching without cabling. It's written 2 ways. And then there's an option with the ribbing at the top. The pattern originally was written with 2x2 ribbing, but it drives me bonkers when ribbing doesn't line up with cables underneath it. So Nicole and I worked together to work that out. So there is like a broken rib situation, or like a different rib where it like aligns. So there's like some 1x1 here and 2x2 to make it like all flow. So lots of customization available. And they come out really soon, and Kimbers yarn is really beautiful, and I just ordered more for yarn today of her peanut butter and jelly collection that she just came out with. It's so cute. So I ordered the peanut butter and grape jelly with the stitch markers. They're adorable. Anyway, that's all in those. And that's all I finished, is 3 pairs of socks.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I would say at this point, over the last couple months,
Yeah,
I don't have anything. So I don't knit. But I do have something because I did knit.
Mm-hmm.
I have these socks, which are just a vanilla cuff down, cut in heel Felici sock in the color Game Over. They're from my friend Andrea, and I think they're too big, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Because Felici gives me like a really like a looser gauge, and I did it to measurements for her shoe size, but
Maybe
they're
not
looking
enough
loose and huge.
ease. Yeah.
I'm sure that they'll just be really comfy. And she doesn't live near me. I can't have her try them on and fix it. So they're just going to her, and she'll just have to wear them how they come. I think she'll be fine. You know,
people are used to store-bought socks where it's not like a perfect fit and the heel might sit in a funny place, or like people just wear socks like that their whole life.
I think
So
they're
like
cute.
it'll be fine, and they look like they're fitting all right on that blocker. They'll
They
probably
match
fit her.
perfectly. They're just like when I know when they're loose on the blocker, they're going to be loose on my feet, and my feet are smaller than hers, but they're like I have like fat little feet. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, pair of socks.
Woohoo!
Done.
Did you
Yay
say
me.
what color it was?
Game Over. Felici knit
nice.
pigs, and I submitted them in the pigskin party. My only object in the pigskin
I
party.
submitted
other
all
than
of
questions.
mine.
I haven't even checked points in that for a while.
I don't really care about it as much as I used to. I've kind of hit a point with it where I'm like, meh, I'm just gonna knit my shawl.
Yeah, I'm actually like to the point where I don't want to care about it because I'd cast on things before that I want to finish this year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about it. I can
frogged
just knit.
everything that
I can just have fun. So
yeah.
and I also finished. It's over there by you.
Yeah, I'll show it. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
No.
This
Okay.
This is my Uchi cardigan by
This is her nauseating cardigan.
Amy Gunderson. I don't remember the name. I'll put it down at the bottom. It's a Universal Yarns pattern booklet that I got. And it's knit using Lion Brand Truboo in the color Cameo or Cameo. And it makes me physically ill. So we're going to look away while Maddie shows it to you.
So Christen knit the majority of this cardigan, the vast majority. It is knit bottom up. She started with all this lace down here. It's beautiful. It's so drapey. The yarn was a little splitty when I was knitting with it, but not horrible. Still like a really great yarn.
I didn't have that problem with it.
Really?
But it does make me physically ill, so it has other issues.
It is seamed, so she knit the sleeves separately, and then I seamed them. And then she picked up for this button band, it's not buttons, but for the collar part, like a shawl collar almost. And then we together knit 5 inches of twisted rib and got this baby blocked and to her mother. And it is done, and she no longer has to touch it. So yay, I'm done showing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The sad thing is, I really thought that once I didn't have to knit it anymore, the, like, disgust from it would go away. It doesn't. The yarn disgusts me. The color disgusts me. I hate everything about it. And my mom loves it and wants to wear it all the time. And
Around
does.
you.
And she puts it on our coat rack in, like, the front of
Broad
our house
daylight.
so that I can just see it every time I walk by it, and it makes me want to vomit. So
if Christen burns her house down, no, she didn't.
no, if my house is fine, but that sweater somehow
gone.
Yeah.
In a trash can in the backyard.
Yeah.
On fire.
I literally can't even take FO pictures of it because it makes me that physically ill.
No.
So you might have to come
I
over
will.
and take FO pictures for my Instagram, and then we'll just, I don't know. How am I going to do that?
You don't have to post them. No, you're just
I
done.
have to put it on my Make 9. So maybe by the time I get to that, I'll be over it.
I'll have to do your Make 9 photo. You type a caption and text it to me, and I post it on your account.
Now it's November. Like, what is it? November 1st?
It's November 1st.
And we didn't even say that. It's November 1st. It's Tuesday.
2022.
And I have 2 sweaters left. Full sweaters on my Make 9. So probably not going to make it. I've got a good chunk of one done. Not a good chunk, but I've got, like, the yoke. I'm already ready to split her sleeves. So maybe if I make them both cropped and short sleeved. I'm not going to do that because I would never wear that. But,
yeah. I have one more sweater on my Make 9, but I'm going to do it next year. It's the Illuminate by Andrea Mowry. And we are doing a knit along with somebody for November and December now. And so I'm going to shift my focus and do my thing that we'll talk about later. Excuse me, for that knit along instead of the Illuminate. So I'm done with my Make 9. I mean, I'm going to finish my shawl and my Desert Vista Dye Works, and then that was everything else in my Make 9. So mine was a Make 8.
I like it.
And then the stockings that I'm going to do were on next year's Make 9, so I'm just swapping that with the Illuminate. And I don't care.
Done it once. It's fine.
I literally don't care. Like, my Make 9 is just like a reminder for future me of like, hey, you like these.
It's not like you get a prize for finishing it. Do you?
I don't care.
Is it a thing?
I don't think
it is.
I'll buy you a prize and you buy me a prize.
Every day.
I have a prize for you over here.
You're my prize. You're my cookie.
Chaos.
Anyway, we're done with those. Okay, hose now.
I got a
Bring
fishy
that hoe
looking.
out. Oh, it's your fish hoe. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, hold on. This is just, it needs a bigger block.
I'm putting it on my foot. I'm showing him my foot.
Don't show them your actual foot. Put your foot down.
Hold on. I'm gonna put the fish on my foot.
Okay.
Not for free.
Yeah, not for free.
Not on Kim Kardashian's internet.
Never. Okay, there you go. It's so stupid. Who did this pattern? Whose pattern is this? Do you know?
Emma B.
Emma B.
B-R. B something. The pattern's called Catch of the Day.
It's really
It's
cute.
a fish eating my foot.
It's so cute. It's got fins. It's got
It has eyes.
and lips.
These are for my little brother. His birthday's on Thursday. He doesn't watch this, but also he'll have them on Thursday because I'm going to work my tail off to finish the second one.
Which is just at lips. At the moment.
Well, I've done the eyes and the fins.
Okay, true. Done.
And I'm out of my
done.
contrast color, so I have to find it to do. I think I have more, maybe.
I probably have that one too. If you need it.
I might have
probably do
another
that.
skein in there. I'm going to check, but if not, I'll check your stash, and then I'll check
I
the
probably
store.
have that one.
Okay, Catch of the Day by Emma something. These are knit, cuffed down. The pattern calls for some scale features and like a very different heel. I omitted some things because I know myself. I was not going to do an all-over pattern. But I followed all of her instruction for like the lips and how they're knit, how they're seamed, and then the short row shaping for this part. And then she has like little shaping, like there's a spot you create for the eye. So it just looks very nice, like a little eyelid. And then I just knit for a long time until it felt right, and then cut in the heel where it was like the correct size. And then I followed the toe instructions for the afterthought heel. Tweaked things just a tiny bit. But yeah, so the toe and heel are like twisted rib on one side, and they just look very scaly, and then the fins are twisted rib, and it just...
I'm gonna sneeze. It's not a stinky fish. It's not fine. I just didn't want to sneeze. It's so cute. You have to hold it like you're a guy on a dating app. That's like, even like, I don't know. I'm not gonna kill you.
My little brother loves to fish, and he's in school for fisheries and wildlife in Russellville, and I think he's just gonna love them.
I think he's gonna love them too.
They're so silly.
They're real cute.
So,
who's the main color?
Oh yes, main color is Mace of Skeins. Don't want my ball band. I don't know the colorway, but it was her fall collection last year, so it's probably gone too.
I think that she's still doing her fall collection for this year too.
It's usually different colors though.
Is it?
She doesn't always repeat.
Ah, I thought she did this year.
She might. It's this one. It's really, really pretty.
I feel like it had something to do with like a witch.
And then the contrast colors are yarn, bead, pigment, and fiber, which I bought at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. I don't shop there anymore. But I think my fins are off center, so I'm gonna have to take those off.
Nope, they're cute. Leave them.
They're like,
he's just a little wonky guy. He's just a little like...
They're like very wrong. Like this one, I put it back when it should have like flipped and gone like that way. So I'll probably fix that. Every time I pick this up to knit, I cannot stop laughing. I laugh the entire time I knit it.
I love them.
I love it so much.
Is it the same designer who has like a shark?
The shark. And some other stuff. She's funny. The pattern's good. The layout of it's a little confusing for me, but it's like a fully patterned sock, so that completely tracks. How did I not notice those fins were off center? That's like first thing you see.
I noticed it, but I was like, whatever. That's just wonky. It doesn't look like that on your foot.
I'm gonna undo my little seaming and then pop it back here, and it'll be fine. It'll take no time at all.
I just thought he was a little special.
He is a little special guy. Anywho, that's my really stupid fish sock. I love it a lot.
We do.
So yes, I have my yarn right here. This is all I have done on the second sock, is that. My grocery pickups have just gotten to my car too fast this week. I don't have time.
So rude. And correctly. Not even giving you a baseball team's worth of food.
Did I tell you guys about that? I had a grocery pickup order like 2 months ago now, maybe a month or two. I don't know. And it was like entirely wrong. And it was like 12 bags of chips, 15 things of fruit punch, a bunch of Powerade. Like, it was so silly. Yeah, that didn't happen this week. Anywho, I'm gonna figure out how to unpick this fin.
Okay, well, I only have one whip that I actively worked on, so I'll show you that.
And then I'll go again.
This is in my Georgianne the Stitching Plaza Lisa Frank bag, which is what I am using for literally everything at the moment. I think I have my makeup in here.
I'm loving my ends too good. I can't find them.
That's very good. So inside this beautiful bag that I love so much, and I get so many like people commenting on it too. Cracks me up. They're like, where did you get a Lisa Frank bag? I'm like,
so fun.
My friend, she's awesome. Anyway,
can't have one.
Yeah, sorry, gone. This is a Crazy Sock Lady pattern. Caitlin, the Crazy Sock Lady. This is the heel toe do-si do sock, and I've started just one. I'm past the heel and the gusset, just on foot. It is for my friend Jana. She saw it today. So, hopefully she doesn't watch this and actually look at it really close. Jana, close your eyes. But
she just like saw it in passing, or
she saw
like
the colors and said, "Ooh, a pretty sock." And I said, "Ooh, don't look at that. That's for you."
Well, you
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help. So she would recognize it later anyway. So I hid it. But it's really cute. This is a Knit Picks Felici yarn. The colorway is Goth Kitty, I think.
We're having a Knit Picks moment.
A Knit Picks Felici moment for me. I haven't had Mojo at all. And I am motivated by Knit Picks stripes, like the Felici stripes specifically. I find them really motivating and helpful. So I just cast this on Jessa's wedding day, which was Saturday.
Jessa.
And so it's Tuesday.
Married broad.
And I'm almost done with the patterned sock. Well, I still have a foot and a toe. But it won't take me that long.
That's awesome, yeah.
If I work hard.
If you work at all.
If I work at all.
If you work mediocrely.
Yeah.
At least if you were adding fins, you would sew them on right.
I would be so crazy anal about finding
To
the
the
exact
stitch.
right
This is
stitch.
me and her, because I was just like, that looks right. Ew, there.
She's like,
wrong.
enough, it's close. Not even close, but
It was actually, because the stitch I started on was the stitch I was supposed to end on. So it is close.
oh,
I'm just going to like go to the last and then flip it.
there you go.
Perfect.
But yeah, so that's how, yeah, we
That's
did
all
it
you
for
got?
that way. That's all I got as far as things I've actively knitted on. I brought other projects because I have my Stephen West shawl, I have my colorwork fall sweater, which is gonna not be ready until winter, and then
Love it.
and then I have my Shifty prepared, and I have so much acquisitions.
I have 2 socks and I have a shawl. So, and then my fish sock, of course, is a whip. I already showed you guys the 48 stitches I've done on that. One more. These guys I cast on a while back for my little brother for his birthday, and then I lost them. And so I cast on the fish instead, because of course,
So glad you found them.
normal to like go from casual Christmas socks,
Which he picked out for his
excuse
birthday.
me, yes, he picked this yarn, to lose this, knit him a fish instead. But I found these.
I don't know where his socks that he actually wanted are. I guess I'll do
So you did fish
socks. He's gonna open them and be like, "Why'd you knit me these like fish pinatas?"
They're so funny. I texted a picture of them to all my other brothers, and they were all like, "You're insane! I love it." He's getting these fish socks and a key lime pie, and he's gonna love it.
There you
He's gonna
go.
love it.
I really didn't take him as a sugar guy.
Key lime pie exclusively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And he's a candy guy, like gummy
Really?
candy. Gummy candy's his
That makes
downfall.
sense too.
And then like Andes. He and I go to Andes frequently. We have like a secret language for when we want Andes and want to escape the rest of our family. Works well. Anywho, these are his Christmas socks that he'll now get at Christmas or sometime when I finish them, and I'm not going to worry about them at all until I'm done with everything else that is on a timeline.
Love
They
it.
are commercial. I don't remember. West Yorkshire Spinners?
I think so.
Maybe. Ordered them on Jimmy Bean's Wool, I think. Maybe not though. I really don't know.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, there's the bag. I love this bag. This is I remember because I threw it. Sorry, Georgia. This is a Stitching Plaza bag of, again, our friend Georgianne, who I love so much. She did this collaboration with Ash Christina of Vessel Stitch Co. for like, she did a Supernatural bag, and then Ash did Supernatural stitch markers. And my husband and I watched Supernatural together. It's one of our favorite shows, which we like stopped like a season before it ended. We need to pick that
You
back
never
up.
want to watch the end. It's
Yeah,
like you just don't want it
it's
to
tough. Exactly. The same with Bones.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the point where everybody stops watching and then you stop watching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love this one. I'll
Cute bag.
gently place it.
And extra points.
Yes, Georgianne is a sponsor of the Pigskin Party. I feel like I have like something in my hair that it's just my pale ass skin right there peeking through. One more whip, which is also an acquisition. This is Night Owl Fibers in the colorway Jessa's Wedding Day. And I cast on this sock on Jessa's wedding day.
Aww.
And knit this at Jessa's wedding, our sweet friend.
Jessica
Lori
from
has
Arkansas
this.
Yarn
Yes.
Cast.
This yarn is available at Arkansas Yarn Co. Jessica had it custom dyed and she knit pairs of them for her wedding party. And then Lori got like 10 extra skeins or something for the store. So I picked one up when I was there last week. I did like 17-ish rows of ribbing just until I hit the stripe. Excuse me, I'm hiccupy today. 60 stitches as well. And then I did like 45-ish rows on the leg because I'm going to wear these with my Doc Martens, so I like them this length. And then I heel flap and gusset, and then I put them down. And I'll pick them up after the shawl and stuff are done.
I'm wondering if everybody else does that too. So like normally 20 rows of ribbing. That's what we usually like. On your shorter socks you like 15. But when it's stripey, you can't keep going past the stripe color.
I change at the stripe.
You finish at the stripe color and then you start your leg, right?
Yeah, so
that's
this
everybody.
One, I hope so.
Any of you weirdos out there?
Get out of here. So,
I bet you Lisa from 72 Stitches follows her
does.
exact pattern every time.
Yeah. She doesn't.
She cranks those things out. She didn't even think about it.
She does like 10 or 12 rows of ribbing though.
Yeah, she does short ones.
Yeah. God, she knits fast. She knits
So
a lot.
fast.
Yeah, when I do striping, so I cast on where I have like one row in the first color. So like I do my cast on, I split it where I'm like working with the red and then putting the white stitches on the needle. And then I knit, and then the first row of each new color, I knit around and then resume my knit 2 purl 2 ribbing.
I never do that part.
I do. I like the look of it.
Let's see the difference here.
I just feel like it's nice. Open them though, because it's the purl stitches that affects. So you see how her stitches kind of, you can see like little blips of the gray and the purple intertwine. It doesn't matter, but mine doesn't have that. They're smoother. So that's why I do it. It's a tiny detail that doesn't matter at all, but I do it anyway. And
also, yeah, on these ones, I did totally do the thing.
The purl, I like that.
No, I mean, I did like the stop. It's just these two colors are so similar.
Yeah.
It made me mad, actually. So.
Bummer. And then when I'm doing a heel flap on it, I knit until I'm starting the next color, and then I start the heel flap right there. So I adjust my beginning of round based on the stripes for if I'm doing a heel flap and gusset with stripes, because I think it looks good that way. The only time I don't do that is the toe, because I don't feel like the toe matters, because it's not like a pattern change. You start decreasing, but you can't tell.
So this is a pattern sock, and I was just thinking like I was gonna do that too, where I stopped the end of the pink and then started the heel, but I picked a different color because it's pattern sock, and I had one extra row, and I was like, nah. So I do have a little blip of pink. I could have cut it out, but I didn't want to. So
didn't you cut the yarn anyway?
I did.
So you should have cut it out.
But I didn't.
You're silly. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's all. My shawl. Should I show the Stephen West shawl right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're not gonna. I mean, spoiler alert if you really don't want to see it, but it's
the end. Okay, yeah. So I am through clue 4, sections like 8 or 9, and section 10 I'm not doing. I'm doing it differently. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I used Homestead fibers for my black and white and Arkansas Yarn Co. for my blue. I am doing short rows now, and you're perpetually in the middle of a row for short rows. So this is going to be very scrunched up. It'll be better to show you guys next time when it's hopefully done. Yeah, I really can't. It's very squished up. Okay. I'm not going to show the whole thing out. I'll show you guys what I'm changing. This sucks. I wish there were a better way for me to show you, but there just isn't in the middle of short rows all bunched up. In section 10, he has you pick up just the center stitches, just the stitches you bound off in section 1, and create chevrons, and I thought that was hideous. No offense if you liked it. But so instead, I picked up in between each chevron and did twisted rib short rows to fill in the spaces there and create a flat surface. And then I picked up along the entire shawl. This is what I'm working with. This is a lot. I picked up end to end with, I think, my black yarn, my main color. And now I'm going back and forth over the entire thing in garter. And I'm doing a short row, leaving 10 stitches between each. So like I knit all the way across to 10 stitches before the gap and do a wrap and turn. And I'm doing that all the way across. And I'm going to do that till I get like somewhere center wise where it's like not a ton left, somewhere in this first section. And then I will do an I-cord bind off across the whole thing. And that's going to take it from this shape where it's like flat here and kind of angles up.
And then has the
like
little udders.
Yeah.
Udders.
Yeah, I closed those off. So those, when I was picking up my stitches, they still look a little weird. I don't like them. But when I was picking up my stitches, I stopped right at that spot and did an I-cord for 8 rows and then wove the I-cord through the open loop and then continued. And that just closes it off so it can't go anywhere. And so my shape is going to be more rounded at the bottom. It's going to like add a little bit of length on the arms, but not a lot. So they'll still come to like kind of a point as they drape across your shoulders. Shape. It'll be more crescent. It'll still have the shaping, like the kind of structure at the top, but it's rounding all that out, and it should add several inches to the bottom of the shawl. Hopefully a lot of inches. I almost did, okay, so I did a lot of math on this. I think I'll be adding like 10 stitches to the 10 inches to the deepest point. which is still not as long as I want it, but it's longer. So it's going to look like that all the way. It's going to be garter.
Better.
I almost made it match this, where it's like garter in the black and then stockinette in the blue, but then I didn't want to pearl. And so it's mine. I'm not purling. I like garter. I like squishy garter. It's good stuff.
That'll stretch it out more. Make it real long.
Yes. And then I'm just going to aggressively block for length. And I don't like this shawl. And if I had seen this shawl in a pattern, I would have laughed at it and laughed at everyone who made it. I'm kidding.
Which is actually what I'm doing, because I'm ripping this fucker
Frogging it.
I was not supposed to cuss this time. I tried so hard. This thing is so hideous. And I've seen it, and the minute I saw Clue 3, I was like, I hate that thing. I'm not doing it. And, you know, to everyone who's made theirs, I've seen some that are beautiful. Stunning. You've done great colors.
8 and 9. I forgot to show you. I really like sections 8 and 9.
Yeah,
the
this is a
striping.
good color. This is good. I mean, Maddie's colors are beautiful.
But
I will
still
never make that shawl. So it is getting ripped out, and this is going to become, I want to make a sweater with it. A stripey, weird sweater. I could also make a second Starflake, because I love that, and I feel like these would be great colors, very neutral and easy to wear. And I could add in my color pops places, because I have the blue color. But this thing's friggin' ugly.
Even if you did like all your I-cord in the blue, if you did a Starflake, but everywhere he does I-cord is blue, you'd have just like
a beautiful work of art.
Just enough, because there's enough casting on and binding off.
But the whole, I don't know.
It wouldn't work with the
little
diamonds.
That's okay.
Anyway,
so cool, but
I love my yarn, and I love how well I kept up until now. I got distracted by my fish socks and by how many changes I made. So I did complete every bit of the pattern that I'm following, and now I'm on my own, and I still would like it done before the next podcast, definitely by the end of the year. This needs to get off my needles, but I'm adding a lot of knitting, so it's gonna take me longer, because it's like I picked up 700 stitches just about, and now I'm short rowing, so they're getting shorter every row, but it's a lot. So that is all. I'm on the last little bit of my contrast color, but I have 2 full skeins of this in my stash, so I'm fine. I'm just gonna break into more, and so if you follow my instructions, I will use more yarn than the pattern calls for, and I don't care, because that's how I like it.
And no offense to Stephen West, but this one...
Steven's a genius.
This is not for me.
This is... I don't like the way it looks. But also, like, 10, 13 years of these, like, crazy shawls that get crazier and crazier every year. At some point, there's gonna be a breaking point where I don't like them anymore.
Well,
and I think this is that.
Too. I think it was the Exploration Station that looks like a weird, like... like... cowl. I don't know. And I've seen beautiful ones of that too. I think Jessa made one, but still, it's just no. The pointies did it for me. The weird belt. I kept calling them saddle straps.
Yeah, me too.
The little I-cord danglies. I was like, mm-mm. And he snuck in the worms. Just because you braided them doesn't mean we didn't have to knit all those worms. So,
not a fan. No. But I'm finishing it anyway, and I'm hoping my final changes. I love the like little twisted rib short rows. Those are fun, and they gave me the idea to short row the whole thing, and I think I'm gonna like that, so that's what matters. Show some of your stuff that you're gonna pick back up and knit. I'm gonna seam my fin while you do that.
For me, I have this, my fall favorite sweater, which honestly I need to get a bigger cable and it'll make it easier for me to knit. I am getting through the yoke still. I think I'm like 8 or 10 rows away from splitting for sleeves, which makes it, I think it might be more, because I think there's 1 leaf repeat before I split for sleeves, but it's too bunched up. It's making it hard to knit, and I don't even know if I'm at the beginning of round anymore. I have no idea where I am in my chart or anything, but I started knitting lots of other stuff, and I want to pick this back up. It's so soft.
It is. It's very good.
It's using old yarn I had, 44th Street from Hobby Lobby. Again, we don't shop there anymore, but I did have the yarn, and I'm gonna knit it.
We're gonna knit with some stuff. Well, we hear you, and we appreciate that.
So, this is my fall favorite sweater by Megan Reagan, and she will be knit. It's got a lot of colors. I'm just not paying attention to her actual instructions regarding color, so I'm not sure how it's going to end up looking. Might be real crazy. I have like, I think 2 or 3 too many colors. But that's what I had, you know? So it's like, I'm not going to go get more.
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Didn't she update that pattern today? I think I got an email that she sent out an update to the fall favorites.
Uh-oh. Maybe I'll be ripping that out.
I thought of you when it came through, and then I forgot to text you.
And then my other thing is my Shifty, which I need to swatch for. I've been waiting to swatch for it. I've got all of these yarns.
Waiting for what?
I don't know. Maybe needles.
Coming?
Maybe mojo of some sort.
Oh, that's it.
But this is in my avocado bag. And my avocado
Cookies and
bag.
bees, we miss you.
Mm-hmm. So cute. But yeah, I've had that yarn waiting for me to knit it for a minute, and I want to at least cast it on before the end of the year because it's on my Make 9. I'm not really sure even what needle sizes I'm supposed. I've looked at the pattern so many times and then I just stop, you know. Oh, I did want to show one other whip.
Whip it out.
Because I forgot.
Yes.
This is our non-knitting project. This
was so fun. We went to a class.
I'm like waiting for my needles to just fall out of here.
Just stab me in the foot.
We went to an embroidery class, which I've already done an embroidery and I really like it. And you have too, like just a long time ago,
I've done bits
right?
and pieces, yeah, but this was good.
So it was at UCA.
Yours looks so good.
The alumni event. And she really just kind of gave us kits and taught us like basic stitches, which I already knew. But, like, was kind of just, like, walking people through it, giving us, like, visual diagrams.
Katie, you're so good. Yeah,
from the Yarn Adventure Truck. Ellie, the Yarn Adventure Truck. Follow them on Instagram. They travel the world. It's fun.
And apparently they watch our podcast.
But, yeah, so she taught us, or gave us this kit, which is, who's this kit by?
It's written
on there, right? Why would it be written on there?
Trailheadyarns.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's written on there.
Nice.
Huh. Why would it be written on there?
There you go. And she gave us these little kits of colors.
They're
purple
hand-dyed.
is for the UCA bears. They're purple.
Hence the bear.
And hence the bear. And then she just kind of told us different stitches that might look good and like what to do. And
I love you know them copying it.
It's so cute. I thought I did a really good job because there was no like instruction kit. It's very freeform. And I really like it. And so I'm going to do the rest of the fur in like purples with different shades of purple. And I don't know if I'm going to just do solid up and down or if I'm going to try and go with like the fur lines.
You're going to go with fur lines.
It just seems like so much work, but it was also very soothing and it did help me get a little bit of crafting mojo. So
I've done like the outline and not like the hair outline, but the complete outline and then like the nose and the eyes.
Yeah, I haven't finished the eyes yet, but I did like most of the eyes.
Yeah, I love it. I just left mine in the other room, but they're really fun and it is making me want to embroider all the things. And we have a local store for that, which is cool. So I could go buy some stuff. Love stuff. I love buying stuff.
We love to shop.
Yeah.
That is something we're good at.
We're very good at that all the time. We did some shopping. We also got sent some stuff. You guys are the best.
Ugh. I feel like I need to stretch. People are going to call us out again because we're sitting on the floor. Guess what? Our legs fall asleep when we sit in chairs too.
Yeah.
So.
We have poor circulation.
It's all them Arkansas fried pickles.
Ooh, I love fried pickles.
Okay, we're back.
We're back, bitches.
My pants are too tight.
I'm not supposed to cuss.
I might try to bleep it, but I don't know.
My pants are invisible.
No pants. Don't show your damn feet.
Camo. I'll show my feet if I want.
No.
For the people.
I own those feet. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, what are we doing now?
Acquisition. Stuff we bought.
Yeah. Things
that we purchased.
Acquired. Yeah.
Acquirements. Christen's mom bought me something. Cute bag from Niagara Falls. It says "Be Daring." I'm gonna put it in my purse with like all the like medicines and things I keep in my purse and like lotions and sunscreen. And it's gonna be perfect for that. But it's so cute and I love it. That's one thing I was gifted. You just want me to go through my stuff?
Yeah,
I can do that.
We can do stuff. Yeah.
I actually don't have as much as I thought I had.
Same. I mean, I do.
I have some.
But also I don't.
I guess I have anyway. Anywho, the
Mama.
Yarn Adventure Truck.
Oh yeah.
We shopped. I also shopped while I was at the Yarn Adventure Truck. So I purchased this basket, which is really, really cute. It's handmade. There's not a tag on it, but I love it a lot. It's just a good basket.
It's just a good basket.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this basket really for, though?
It's for your head.
Or?
That's it.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yes. Love the basket. Then I got some stitch markers. I'm going to turn 2 of these into earrings for me because I want to. Because they're really cute. I'll probably put lock and clasps on the others. But they are the knit stitch. And a little stitch marker. And they're good. They're like a good dangly clasp. And it comes with, how many is in there? 5? 6. So 2 of them will turn into earrings for me. I'll see if my mom wants a pair of them as earrings. And then the other 2 will be stitch markers, and that's wonderful. And then I got a skein of yarn because it was calling to me. I shopped, I like looked around the truck, and then I went in and took the class, and then I came back out, and this is the stuff that was like still in my head. So this is Stitch Stuff yarn in the color Lulu sock set. So I guess it's Lulu. It's a 75/25, 100 gram main skein and a 20 gram mini. And like the neon and the black, a vibe. I just love it. I just want to knit with this. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe color work of some kind with the black. Something crazy. Yeah, that's just for stash. There's no real reason I purchased this. I didn't need it at all, but I got it anyway. And I love it. Did you get anything at Yarn Adventure?
No.
No.
I got 2 kits because I bought my mom her ticket too.
Yeah.
I have my Woolly Mama yarn, my October Strictly Neon Yarn Club. This is her.
Beautiful.
Yes, she's looking familiar, but not like any of the ones I have. Like, this is just her style. Her style is neon speckles, and she loves pink, purple, and green, and blue. So it's like me, you know?
Yeah.
I have yet to knit one of these up.
Ever?
I just collect them because I find them so beautiful.
You're silly.
I've literally not knit a single one. I've knit my sweaters, like my little like stripy sweaters from my Advent last year, and you know, with my Radvent sweater, and then I have a pair of stripy socks from a mini set I got from her,
and that's it.
And I have one
Aren't
other
those stripy socks like your most liked picture on Instagram?
Not anymore, but they were for a while.
They were like popping off, yeah.
Yeah, it was like suddenly I got popular on Instagram because that was like my first like post, and I was like, oh,
you're hit.
Oh, yeah, they're very beautiful.
They are.
But yeah, so I don't ever know what to do with them. I just like to see them, and I don't want to not have it anymore because it's just one skein, and then it's.
You can make all kinds of. You could do the V-back tee. You could do the So Faded sweater. You could do what's the Le Pouf? That's like Le Pouf faded. Yeah, and then so I went to Arkansas Yarn Co. I showed Jessa's wedding that I got, and then I also picked up this skein of Driving Miss Gilmore.
So cute
for Christen.
Yay! I love it.
Yeah,
it's so cute. I have not knit Night Owl fibers either.
Really?
No, I have. I gave them to you. The Christmas ones, Christmas lights. Yeah, and it was a good sock.
I think I've knit like 10 pairs out of her yarn. I love Night Owl.
I love Stripey. I don't love winding at my house. I usually wind at your house. I have a winder. I have a Swift, but my mom makes me put it away every time I use it. So it's kind of a hassle to like get it out, find a place to set it up, do all that stuff. So I just don't do it. So everything that comes in a skein stays in a skein for a long time.
That's hilarious. I think Leah loves to knit. Her Gilmore Girls Make Along is still going on. So if you knit that, you could get an entry in that as well as pigskin points.
Would I ever make it into that though? Probably not.
Into socks? Really?
No, I mean like would I make it towards the end of her cowl, you know? Like,
I don't know when it ends, so maybe
probably
not.
Next
I have bags. Our sweet friend Chris, who is Barley Pearls, gifted us Advent bags. So this one's for Christen.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute!
She texted me the other day and asked if we wanted them for Advent knitting. So I requested the large for Christen because she's getting Advent.
Cute.
And I got the small for me for my Cozy Knitter Advent socks.
Oh my gosh, this is cuter than I even thought it would be.
Barley Pearls. Krista, my bad.
It's so good.
We'll link them below. Her bags are incredible. They're so good.
It's like real Advent on it.
Yeah, it does.
So cute.
It's really phenomenal. And her bags will have like pockets inside and a ribbon with her logo stamped and like a D-ring thing for stitch markers or scissors, whatever you want to clip in there.
Cute.
And so when my Cozy Knitter yarn gets here, I'm going to cake it and put it in this bad boy. And I love it. I'm also planning to do like some Advent Christmas ornaments with some minis from my stash. So I may load those up in here too. Because her small bags are just like my favorite size for sock.
This is so cute.
It's so sweet.
You didn't show me these. You just asked me. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm doing an Advent. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And this is
then I kept it a secret. I've had it for a week.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't tell you, which is incredible for me.
I love it. This is adorable.
Thank you so much, Chris. Chris also, I'm remembering right now as we speak, Chris wants to give away a bag with us, which is so generous. So we'll pull that from the comments today, and we can decide on a prompt in a second, but it'll be a bag of your choice from her shop. That is a generous donation of hers.
That is
you
so
can go
nice.
pick your own bag.
What?
And I told my friend Jennifer that, and she said, can I win right now? Can you just tell her I won?
Jennifer loves her bags too.
Jennifer does. So yes, what should the prompt be?
Barley pearls.
Yeah, talk to us about barley pearls. Go to her shop and leave in the comments what you would pick, what your favorite fabric is in her shop right now. And we'll link her below, so follow that link, check out barley pearls, tell us what you want, and then we'll draw a winner on the next podcast from Chris and Krista.
I love this.
And you can get an Advent one and match us. Shut up.
It's so cute. Okay, wait, that could be our screenie.
Love it.
Pouting a minute. Okay.
I have like so many of her bags. I also have like a movie knitting one, which I love. My movie
Christmas
knitting
cats
bag.
and rainbows.
Yes, you have the cats and rainbows. I have at least 2 more somewhere. I'm drowning in bags.
The car knitting bag.
Yes, she gifted me a car knitting. So freaking generous.
So cute.
Yes, and then another.
They're local to us.
Yes, and our other favorite local bag maker, my mom, Kelly E. McD. She sent over some of her holiday and fall bags for me to show you guys. So I'm just gonna run through them real quick. This is, let's see, these 2 are her medium size. These are little Thanksgiving gnomes and a little Thanksgiving turkey. And this one's a little Christmas gnome. This made me think of Lori.
So
she loves the gnomes. So this one's like green inside. These are ready made, so these are for sale. If you want to hop over to my mom's Instagram and message her if you like any of these. I didn't get them back. I was supposed to show these on the last podcast. I'm sorry, these feel so good. Her bags are so good. They're drawstrings. These are one of my all-time favorite bags for socks. They're just like perfect. I love them. And then, oh, this is sock size too. Look how pretty that is. That's like such a good fall vibe.
They're not.
These aren't quilted, yeah.
Quilted.
Just regular. And then this is one of her large bags, which I don't think is going to make it home to her because I really like it. No, I'll give it back, I guess. My Stephen West isn't one of her bags. One of her large ones, my coffee bag. This is like the perfect size for a shawl. My Stephen West fits inside it. It's so good. So just a quick show off of my mom's bags. And she'll be like, look, yeah. Another thing. And then I have my Soccer and Society box from Arkansas Yarn Co. And this shipped out today. So when it goes up, some people will start, their shipping is fast. So like I know when she ships mine out, I get it the next day. Some people might have it by the time this goes up, but if you don't have it, look away because I'm going to show it really quick and just talk briefly about it.
I'll put in a timestamp for when you can.
When I'm done.
Turn back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this month we got patterns too. Let me make sure there's nothing I shouldn't show. No. Okay, so I got a knit and crochet pattern for the hat, for 2 different hats, depending on what you want to make with it. So the knit one is by Cheryl Ham from Hypnotic, and the crochet is, by Erica Taylor. I'm so hiccupy today. I really love the knit one.
I think they're both good. They look similar.
Yeah.
They always go for that style. Like she wants to include crocheters to have the same vibe as knitters, which I think a lot of boxes don't handle that well.
It's so good. She sent a little pom-pom for the hat. Lori hand makes her pom-poms, which is incredible. So they get a little flat in shipping, just like shake them around a little and then it's puffed right back up. And she included the little snap, which is awesome. And so I think I'm gonna do what I'm told for this with this.
That's
bag.
a really good color.
This is really good. So it's called Don't Sweat the Fall Things. I get mine in high twist. Yeah, so there's all that and a little hat tag to go along with it. So it's like the perfect little hat kit. I love it. I'm gonna knit this hat with it. I love it. And then I got a tea bag as well. And it's Paris. Lori said this is her favorite tea. So I was at Arkansas Yarn Co this week, so I picked mine up in person so they didn't have to ship it. Yeah, a cottontail. Yeah, cottontail farm. Yeah. Anyway, that's my Soccer and Society and I love it. It's beautiful. I didn't show this very close. It's kind of blown out because of our lighting, but I'll post a better picture on Instagram later in the week when it's, I forgot about the stitch markers. She started tucking the stitch markers down in here because some people had issues with them like getting messy and shipping. So the stitch markers are inside the ball band. That's where they are. And they're so cute. It's a little Arkansas like it always is. And a little acorn. So freaking cute. Love it. Okay, I'm done showing that.
Okay, editing, Christen. Put in the time code. There's your pattern.
Thank you.
Let's see. I guess I'll show my Hypnotic Yarnable box.
Yeah, another spoiler.
Because, yeah. Well, not really, because mine came before the end of October.
Right.
So I feel like people have theirs by now. But if you haven't got your Yarnable and you don't want to see it, look away. Or I'll put in a time code at the bottom telling you when to come back. So, we also got a pattern. It is the Charcuterie Board Socks by Crystal T Knits. My Yarnable box. The bag, or the Yarnable bag, this time is called Life is Gouda. And you get cheese stitch markers, which I think I have misplaced already. Maybe not. No, I got them.
Funny.
Cheese stitch marker by Monster Knits.
Can I see that?
Yes.
That's so silly.
We also got a set of cheese knives, which are so cute.
This is hilarious. I love
I'll show
it.
you that.
Adorable. What a good extra.
Cheese, wine, everything.
Although not at all yarn related, but
Not
still
at all.
cute.
Yeah. And then we got the pattern, the Charcuterie Anyone Socks by Crystal T Knits, which she sent out in an email because she said a lot of people's codes weren't working. I don't even think I got a code, honestly.
She may have decided not to do it because she tested them.
Yeah.
They weren't working. Weird.
So she sent it in an email anyway. But the colorway is called Life is Gouda, and it's actually like one of my favorites. It's nothing like I would normally knit or wear, but it's really, really cute, and I think it's really like versatile for people that I want to knit for.
Yeah, like my dad or any of my brothers would wear that. Like it's a good masculine color.
I think so would my mom though. Like
Yeah.
and like a Musselburgh, like you'd wear this as a Musselburgh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this is just very
Good one.
generic, like not generic, but like
Gender neutral.
it's neutral in general. So, editing, Christen, time code. Done talking about Yarnable. I also got yarn from the Naughty Knitress.
Yeah.
I ordered 2 skeins because I saw them and I immediately thought of me and you. They're her Christmas colorways, and they're actually by her husband's knitting or yarn company called Hearing Color Dye Works.
They're so pretty.
And they are both on the Grotto Falls base, which is a 75-25 superwash and nylon mix. They're fingering weight yarns. This one's mine. It's called Something Festive This Way Comes. And this one's Maddie's, and it's called Gingerbread Lane. And they both make sense, and they're both very festive. And I was feeling very Christmassy.
I love
So, that's yours.
I'm going to cast it on for sock
That's
mist
mine.
after
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
we're going to do sock mist. And it's going to be so cute. And then she sent some extra goodies and some stuff that we can either keep or give away. I'm voting giveaway. Maddie's looking at it a little bit.
We'll give it away. We can give it away for the MKAL.
Yes, we have a MKAL coming along, and we have prizes. So I'm gonna kick the camera over.
That's fine.
She also sent stickers. So I got the Naughty Knitter sticker. I've got her little logo yarn ball and her logo stitch markers, which is sideways, not helping. There we go.
It went back sideways.
I know. Anyway, so I got that, and then this really cute little Naughty Knitter
Good tape measure.
Tape measure. And then she sent extras because she's very kind. I think we might still have a coupon code, and if we do, I'll link it below. If we don't, sorry about it. You missed out. We've had it for a while. But she sent these extra stitch markers, so we're keeping these because they're so cute and Christmassy.
And they're going to go with this.
But like, how cute. It's a little like Christmas wrapping bow and a little peppermint. And so Maddie's going to take the bow, and I'm going to take the peppermint. And then she sent another Naughty Knitress logo stitch marker for the giveaway.
Okay.
We can keep them if you want, really, but I think it would be nice to give them away. And we have more stickers, and we have another tape measure. I can't say the word ever. It doesn't come to my mind fast enough. And then we have these 2 beautiful skeins of yarn, which are the Tokati Falls base. It's an 80% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 10% cashmere base, which is 383 yards. We think it's still fingering. It's just cashmere, so it's a little less yardage. But these are the colors Tokati, again, Hearing Color Dye Works. It's so pretty.
Good.
And mermaid vibes. I was in Mermaid Falls, which I've messed up. I cannot be trusted. Anyway. These are going to go in your giveaway box. So,
love it.
But they're
Will do.
so pretty, and she's so kind. And we're really working on supporting smaller brick and mortar shops. And she's working on becoming one.
Which is so cool.
Which is very important. It's so hard to find local yarn stores anymore in most places, honestly. So we're trying to support them by shopping small and local.
Both for giveaway, or are you keeping one of these?
I have one. If you want to keep one, you can.
Cool.
Which leads us into the MKAL, right?
Yes. With Skein Yarn Shop.
Another small local yarn shop.
Yay!
So we've been talking to the girls at Skein Yarn Shop, Justine and Lori. They're so cute. We got to meet them at Rhinebeck. We love them. Here's a picture. And they were like, we have to do knit along together. Yes. And we were like, absolutely. And we haven't done one in a while.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. So we were like ready, and we were like, okay, what should we do? And instantly I was like, local yarn shop. Like, they are a local yarn shop. We want to support
love local
yarn shops. We love our local yarn shop. And so we're going to do a basically
Love your local yarn shop.
Love your local yarn shop now. Do you have the image? I can put it
yes.
here. So starting November
26th, Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday, which is one of the days that we went to Arkansas Yarn Co. I think it was like our second time there. And it was so fun.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so love your local yarn store. We are starting Small Business Saturday, which is November 26th. That'll be our cast on day. We're not going to do whips allowed for this one. The intention is to go out and make a purchase at your local yarn store, use something in your stash from your local yarn store, and cast on for...
And by local yarn store, we mean order from a local yarn
yes.
store. If you are nowhere near a small local yarn store, like we're not talking Michael's, we're not talking Hobby Lobby, we're not talking Joann's.
A woman or a man or a person who owns a yarn business store,
yes.
online or not, just a shop. Our intention is really brick and mortar.
Yeah.
Like the shops that have a mortgage
but
that
like
they have
Skein,
to pay.
You can order from Skein.
Yeah.
They'll be linked below. You can order from Arkansas Yarn Co. They're linked below. I like Andy also because
yes.
the Naughty Nutritious is really working on making a store, and I find that so important.
It's so important. In Arkansas in particular, we've lost 2 of our brick and mortar yarn stores in this last year.
Yeah.
And that's just like devastating. That's so important. Our community and like the people you meet in that are so important, and the people whose livelihood rely on that business. Like that's so important. So any purchase from any local yarn store, any project using yarn or a pattern or a kit from a local yarn shop, whether you go in person or order online, that's an entry. And we'll have Ravelry threads and an Instagram hashtag and all that stuff. Any purchase from Skein Yarn Shop that you use gets you double entries. So you can enter that twice as many chances to win. All of our prizes will be from small businesses, small yarns, local yarn stores, things like that. So they'll all be... nothing like commercial. Yeah. Well, local yarn stores can have commercial.
Right. Which is another point, is because we wanted to make sure that it was financially like responsible for other people to purchase from local yarn stores. And we know of a couple in Arkansas that do sell commercial yarn that is at a lower price point and is just as good as buying it from Jimmy Beans or Knit Picks. And you can support them, and that's just the important part. So, personally, we're both knitting with Skein Yarn Shop's Barocco, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm knitting a worsted stocking.
I'm knitting fingering weight stockings. So I had yarn in my cart for Knit Picks already. So we started talking about this and I was like, duh, why am I getting that from Knit Picks when I could be getting that from a real person? I know Knit Picks has real people.
Yes.
But
there's nothing against them. But we're just trying to support small local business right now.
Where you spend your money is important. And we're trying to be more intentional with where we spend our money. So I'm pulling up really quick because
you have a message
Justine helped me pick out my yarn.
Yes.
I want to do the holiday chalet, and under the big tree stockings. I can't remember the designer's name right now.
Her name's Ursula something. She's very popular. Crazy Sock Lady did hers last year.
So I messaged them and I was like, okay, I was thinking Knit Picks palette because that's what it's designed in. What do you think? And they literally knocked it out of the park. They're like, Justine said, have this yarn, it's 100% wool, just like Knit Picks palette. It's fingering, it's beautiful. I said, I'm thinking like gray, red, cream vibes. And she said, this? I said, yes. It was perfect. It was incredible. And I think Justine would do that for anybody if you messaged her or called the shop and needed help. Like, I don't think that was like special treatment. I think that's just the kind of customer service you get with a local yarn store.
Absolutely.
Like a month after I met Lori at Arkansas Yarn Co., I FaceTimed her one day and said, hey,
help.
My friend wants a ripple bralette in mustard yellow. Can you grab the mustard yellow and FaceTime me? Can you help me? And she did. Like, you don't get that from Knit Picks, or not that Knit Picks, like, you know what I mean.
You don't get that from a bigger store, a bigger business,
yeah.
Even though the availability and the price point could be lower. So support your small local businesses if you can. If you can't, this MKAL's probably not for you. But like we said, the price point for Baracco is really good.
It's like $11 a skein for what I'm getting, and that's the same as palette. Yes. That's no different whatsoever. And if it's local to you, you're not paying shipping, which is another savings. I am, but I don't mind that. I would pay shippings for Knit Picks.
So we're excited to that, and that a lot of our prizes that we're going to give away are going to go towards that. Other than the Barley Pearls bag, we're giving that away this time. Do we have anything else to talk about for skein?
I don't think so. We will be putting like finalized details on Instagram and our Ravelry, and we'll talk about it one more time in the next podcast because it's going to start after Thanksgiving.
We're going to open up a thread for people to drop their local yarn stores sites so that we can...
We are. I love us.
So that we're going to drop ours. We're going to have Skein, Arkansas Yarn Co., all the people that we know of, but we want to know of yours, and other people will want to know of yours too. So if you can give like the state they're located in and the link to the shop, that would be ideal.
Heck yeah.
And then we'll have just a thread of cool local yarn stores and that people are going to frequent. And then that will be also something you have to do when you submit your finished object.
Yes, is tell us where.
So.
Also, if your local yarn store carries a lot of more affordable yarn, mention that when you drop it. Say, hey, their commercial section is awesome. And that's like a really important factor for people. So, or if they have...
What's the one that Chevy Rail goes to? Is it Webb's?
Yes.
That one has a huge commercial selection too.
I forget that they're a local yarn store. In my head, they're like Michael's.
Yeah, because they're so big.
Yeah, they're big. That's so cool.
That's the goal, you know. People want to be able to employ and run a business this way. So.
Our local yarn store is Lori and Jess, and it's like a mother and daughter, and Anna. And Anna. I forget she's like official now.
And sometimes us.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we're excited about that, especially in like the holiday season when you're spending a lot more money typically and shopping, just kind of to help remind us to be intentional about where we're spending that money. Like,
your knitting does not have to be holiday themed.
No.
We're just doing holiday themed because we're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
With 5 stones? Too many stones.
We're using too many stones, but it's going to be okay. No, it doesn't have to be holiday themed. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Just from a local yarn store. Yeah. And just be conscious of where you spend your money this holiday season. And that's all in that. That's all I got.
Questions?
I posted questions on Instagram, so we have those. Some of these are so good. People are sweet. Okay, 2 people asked about the MKAL. Allison Norberg and Mocha's Makes. Yeah, Mocha's Makes. Both asked us our thoughts on how we feel about the MKAL. We talked about that. We hate it. No.
Do you hate it too? Because if you do, just say it.
Is anybody like, this is exactly everything I wanted it to be? Are anyone watching, did you get to the final clue and you're like, I love this, I love everything about it, it's perfect? Because there's something out there for everyone, but who is this for?
It's not for me. That's for damn sure.
I'm hoping I like it more. But yeah, it's a lot of knitting. So much time in knitting and so many stitches. But it's good stuff. Oh, goodness. Okay, from the top, Val the Rizzle asked how we're so cool. I don't know, Val. It just happens.
Really
maybe you're born with it. Maybe.
I just learned through adversity.
I was bullied, so here we are.
I was never bullied, actually.
No, I was bullied by my brothers. A lot, but I bullied them too. Thank you. That's really sweet. We're just best friends, and the vibes are there. You know?
Yeah, it's easier to be normal.
Yeah.
When you're
Are we normal?
I mean,
Oh,
socially acceptable. I don't know.
Oh, my husband walked out of his office earlier into the living room. He's like, "Does Christen just live here?
Is that a problem?
I was like, "Get out! I wish." Oh, goodness. The Heart Pine House. I love this one. Asked us, finish the sentence. In November, I'll give myself more ... grace, yarn, patience, etc. Those were her examples. In November, I will hopefully give myself more routine, because I feel like in the last 2 months, that's been my downfall, is I've just been going, and I've been staying up too late to, like, squeeze in a little bit of time with my husband. So, like, staying up too late watching TV, and then sleeping in, like, not getting up at my normal times, and not going on my walks, and then not meal prepping, and just, I've been out of routine, so we've been eating out, and I have been sleeping worse and all that. So I meal prepped yesterday. I did my grocery order. I had everything ready. I made us delicious soup for dinner tonight. I want to get back to, like, my walks every day and my normal times to hopefully be a better version of myself. The version that I want to be of myself. Because I feel like when I'm off those routines, I'm also snippy with people in my life. And I don't like being like that. So that's my goal in November, is to get back to what I want to be.
You know, for mine, it's I'm gonna give myself more respect.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna respect myself and my boundaries more, which I'm really bad at. And it's taxing. So that's like what I've been working on. I've been working on it at work and just being like, no, that's not okay. I've been working on it at home and being like, okay, like it's time for me to sleep. I need to, like, respect, like, my needs over those of the other people sometimes.
That's difficult.
Which is really, really hard when you're the oldest and a caregiver, you know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm working on giving myself more respect.
I love that question.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. That really is a good one. It's a thinker. Okay, Lola Punk 20. Not a question, but thank you for being there for a new knitter. You're welcome. Message us anytime with questions. We're bad at answering, but sometimes we answer.
Sometimes.
No, we answer eventually. We're not the fastest because...
Especially on email.
We get overwhelmed. I know.
Sometimes you wonder, like, ooh, people email us?
I know. It's terrible. And it's, like, on my phone.
It's terrible.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah.
Got some sponsorships to reply to today that I've been avoiding for a month, I guess. Crafty Christina said, why are you so cute? Bitch, why are you so cute?
Yeah, shut up, Carol Baskin.
Her Halloween costume.
You're so good. You are so cute. Christina, you are cute. Podcast more. Don't do it if it really hurts you to do it. But I love you.
Yeah, we love watching your podcast. I was just messaging her the other day because she was messaging me about some coffee problems she was having. Just bad coffee at the office. So I sent her links to all my favorite office coffee things.
You're so good.
And
she got to just send her a bag of home.
I should. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Christina, DM me your address. I'm going to send you coffee. I'll message you also to do that.
Roasted.
Actually, no, DM it to me. And then you can only get coffee when you watch the podcast. Oh, I'm kidding.
It's kind of like a weird version of extortion.
Right? Goodness. We love her. If y'all haven't watched Crafty Christina, she's done, like, Vlogmas and some podcast episodes. Get out there and watch her. She's great.
Hilarious. She's hilarious on her own. And that's hard. It's
really
hard
is.
To be, like, funny and on when
it's
you're
hard to
just
be
by
funny
yourself.
even together. We work really hard at this.
Do we? But I found myself watching her old Vlogmas. Like, I just turned on and I just was watching it. And I was like, it is... I think it was like August. I was like, it's August.
After I watched her last podcast, it auto-played and I just, like, watched them all. Yeah. I was like, love it. So cute. The Crafted Pearl said, why are you guys so cute? Y'all! Are we extra cute? Thank you, Jen. We love you. You're so cute, too, and all your babies. So cute. We love you, too, Jen. Okay, I need more yarn. Love your username. What's your favorite yarn to knit with and why? Fingering weight, 75-25 for me, pretty much.
She loves high twist. I love stripes.
I'm pulling out my favorite yarns real quick. Okay, depending on my vibe, my mood. Arkansas Yarn Co. Yummy Twist. It's fingering weight, it's high twist, it's like the perfect sock yarn. It's everything I want for stitch definition, for texture. It's amazing. Unless I want stripes. Then it's Night Owl Fibers, 100%. I love this. The stripes are the perfect length. It's so squishy, it's so good, and they wear beautifully. I love to knit with them, and I love to gift them. They're amazing.
For me, it doesn't really matter what fiber content or what dyer it is, as long as the color like speaks to me and makes me happy. The color is the most important part for me. So if your color is beautiful, I probably love it.
The color's not important at all to me because I gift so much. Like, I don't care what color it is. I care if I enjoy the yarn. I like a regular, like, non-high twist sometimes, but I definitely gravitate towards a high twist. Kimber asked if I drank water today. I guarantee I drank more water than you, Kimber.
Kimber,
cheers. I got a bottle boot for my Owala because I dropped it and I got a ding on it. So
a bottle boot.
That's what they're called.
I love it. This is probably how I'm going to podcast from now on.
I love it. I've been lower on the water intake today. I've had a lot of coffee. I made apple crisp syrup for my work coffee bar because one of the ladies that works in our office requested it. So I had like 2 lattes of that, and then that's it. Like, I didn't even drink soda or anything. I just didn't drink today. But I've had a couple bottles. This is my 3rd. I'll have another before bed. Mocha Makes, how do you feel about the MKAL? We talked about that. Jessa and Janice. I'm so glad your Instagram is back.
So glad.
First off, we were concerned for you. I saw the message pop up and then it disappeared because your new Instagram that you messaged us from got deleted. That was deeply concerning.
They almost deleted mine too.
So scary.
Instagram was having a glitch the other day and they were just like firing you from Instagram. And I was like, hello? And so I immediately, like, responded and was like, no, you cannot kick me off of Instagram. And I had to go through my whole, like, what do you call it? Like, 2-step verification rigmarole. And, like, I was like, am I going to talk to the guy that owns Instagram?
I gotta call him up.
I almost called Taylor Swift today.
What? You're crazy.
I did.
Oh, gosh. Jessa and Janice asked, why did I say it like that? How did you two meet and what sparked your friendship?
We've talked about this so many times.
Okay, but do you remember that one time that we filmed a video that was just like our most commonly asked questions and then you lost it? The video just disappeared.
I know. That really should be like our reel.
It was like a pin.
Oh my goodness.
We like sat down because it was one of those weeks we were both so busy we couldn't film a whole podcast.
Yeah.
So we did like a 20-minute
like, it was like during
this question.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Or February.
It just disappeared. It was gone forever.
It was gone.
So, quick synopsis of how we met. My husband got a job working where Christen worked, and he has little crocheted amigurumi that I've made for him on his desk. Someone walked by his desk and was like, oh my gosh, did Christen make those for you? And he goes, like, why would she do that? That's very weird.
That?
Who's that?
The girl in the other department that like sits back there by herself?
No, my wife made them. And then word got back to Christen, or I guess Buddy went.
Yeah, he just walked in there and he's like,
in.
I heard you like to knit. And I was like,
no.
I was like, how did you hear that?
Who are you? Get out of my office.
I actually probably did. The minute you walked in, I was like, no, get out.
My husband's very chatty.
And like my department is very, well, at the time I had 3 interns and they were young and they were just like very chatty too. And I was like, we can't all share this space and y'all be talking when I'm trying to work. And so every time he walked in, I'd just be like, back up, out the door. And he was just like, no, like, do you knit? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, my wife knits and she needs friends. She really wants to meet you.
He said she wants to meet you.
She
didn't tell me that.
I told her that you knit and she was like, oh my gosh.
Have her call me.
Yeah.
He told her that I asked
me. I was like, I will not. And he said, well, you could just message her on Facebook. I was like, that's so weird. It was like a blind date weird situation and I was very awkward about it.
And I cherish the Facebook messages. We still have them.
Yeah.
So I get a surprise message from a random person who says, hi, I work with Buddy. Are you a fellow young crafty person? Something along those lines.
Yeah, I was like, you like to knit and you're young and I work with your husband. This is all my yarn.
Yeah, and then she sent me pictures of all of her yarn.
Literally,
she was like opening
6 or 7 pictures of all. I was like, oh my god, why? Mine was so awkward.
It was so funny. So then I was just like rolling with it. I was like, okay, here's pictures of my yarn. Yeah, I love to knit.
She was so like chill about it. I didn't even know that she didn't know. I was
just like, oh my gosh, hi, person who works with my husband. Yeah. I knit. I sent her
and it was like
yarn.
hours and hours later, like maybe even the next day, and I was just like,
I didn't see it. I replied as soon as I saw it. And then we set up a coffee date. We're like, okay, let's knit at Starbucks. And we met at Starbucks and we knit. And then we've hung out every day since then.
Yeah.
It just clicked. Like, we're just like soulmate friends, you
it
know?
was immediate. Yeah, it was a connection.
Meant to be.
I don't even know if he knew that there would be. Like, I don't
think he did.
Yeah,
No.
it just happened.
Yeah.
So.
And it's incredible, and adult friendships are to be cherished, and our friendship has brought, like, other little spin-off friendships.
Yeah, we have, like, a bigger friend group than I intended.
Yeah. But we love you all. Our friends don't even watch this.
No.
Embarrassing. Oh, gosh. Yeah. So my husband set us up. So ask your husbands to keep an eye out to set you up with your own people. And then you can start a podcast with a controversial name.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
You could try. Ours is the worst.
It is. We played it.
Ours is the worst. You can't do worse.
I dare you.
Unless you just are crocheters and call yourself hookers, then...
I don't feel like that's even worse.
Is
I feel
it?
like ours is worse.
People
in their comments being like, this is offensive to hookers.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. Okay. What's next? In this chaos, J.D. Brown, 1972. Maddie, will you do more designing? Yes. I'm actually in the middle of like 3 other things right now. Projects I'm working on. Little things with some people. So, yeah, I have some sock patterns in the works. It kind of fell off. This year's been tough. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been off my routines, and I'm trying to get back to that, to have more time in my day. Less scrolling time and more productive time. Adorabelle, 85, plans for Advent knitting. Yes, first off, my main plan is to use this bag. I purchased the Cozy Knitter Advent skein, and then I did not purchase a mini skein Advent, but I intend to make myself one. I have like the little brown craft paper bags, and I'm going to pull out like 12 or 24 random mini skeins from my drawer and like mix them up and label them so I don't know what's what, and then open one every day and knit a Christmas ornament for my tree.
Or a cozy. I think she should put like a pattern in it, and it says, this one's a cozy, this one's an ornament, this one's but then she won't listen to it because she gets mad.
Exactly.
So she likes to be told what to do.
I was about to say that. I don't take direction well.
So I got 2 Advents and a Stripey sock Advent. I got the Woolly Mama Advent, which already arrived.
Crazy.
I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I think I want to make a blanket this year. I think I want to do what Zach, from Knit Knack Zach. I always get that.
Me too.
Whatever.
Knick Knack Zach?
Knit Knack Zach, and it's Knit Knack Chats with Zach.
Yes.
So he Zach, that is a tongue twister.
This is not offensive.
He knitted the habitation throw, but he altered it, and his was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I think I have to get it's the most beautiful blanket I've ever seen.
More beautiful than me.
I mean, no, but like it's a blanket, so I'm allowed to sleep with it. No, it's staying in. Buddy's gonna be like, what?
I'm gonna clip and send it to Buddy when this goes up.
Funny. So I got those. I got my. Maybe I will cut it. Anyway, yeah, so his blanket, beautiful. I think he used a main color, like a plain gray, and I think I would do white, maybe gray, because the Woolly Mama Advent is so
white
bright.
So dirty.
I know, right? And I'm never gonna wash it.
Gray or black.
So, and then the brights, like the neon vibrance of the Advent should be so pretty with that. So I'm like, okay, but his was so beautiful. So I'm gonna ask him for his notes again, and then I'm gonna do that.
Probably on Ravelry.
They probably are,
so
but I think he stopped.
No, I'm kidding.
I will bother him if I want to.
I know.
I threw myself off. I also got the Arkansas Yarn Co. Advent.
Yeah.
It's the Buddy the Elf one this year, so I'm really excited for the extras. I know it's gonna be great. And
I have a Vessel Stitch Co. Stitch marker Advent.
Both have that.
I totally forgot. Mine's sitting right up there. I'm
crap.
so excited about that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So that means I can use the stitch marker on my ornament every day. Perfect.
It's so cute.
Perfect. And then I almost guarantee at the end of Advent, I'll give away some of the Christmas stitch markers because I do not need that many Christmas stitch markers.
I love them.
But I'm going to pick my favorites, and then I'm going to do some giveaway at the end, I think. Probably. Yeah.
We could probably give those away for the
Mal.
Yeah,
because
she's
small
local, small business.
She's local to someone.
Awesome. We love her. Ash
We love
Christine.
Ash. That's her before. That all on your Advent plans?
I mean, I have no plans. I just have
Your
Advent.
plan is a blanket.
Your
plan is to open them occasionally.
Because I really love Holy Mama, but it'll be a beautiful blanket.
It would be beautiful. You won't do it. You're not even gonna knit.
I am.
She doesn't knit anymore.
I did my Advent last year. I didn't finish on time, but I finished close. I think I finished in February. Which is fine by me.
Close enough. Oh, goodness. I think this is the last one. I'll refresh it and make sure. Summer knits. When are you coming to Oklahoma for a visit? Summer knits. I hate to break it to you. I was in Oklahoma last week.
Were you?
Yeah, Caitlin got married in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's right.
Where are you in Oklahoma? Message me. Are you near Fort Smith, like near the border? Because I'm there like monthly. My husband drills out of Fort Smith, so, and my in-laws live up there, my sister-in-law, and so I was in Oklahoma. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was in Oklahoma for my sister-in-law's wedding, and it was beautiful and lovely. And yeah, if there's a knitter there, I'm there. I'll follow my husband to drill 1 month, and we can...
Where's your local yarn store?
Yeah, do you have a local yarn store in Oklahoma? Is it close to Fort Smith?
Yeah.
I'm gonna message you, actually. Wow, that's exciting.
When are you coming to Arkansas?
Yeah, literally.
We're here. 2 of us.
Hi, exactly. One last question. Have we started any Christmas presents? This is from JL Bind T. Bend?
Bent, I think. I think it's
JL
Jessica
Bent.
Bent. Yeah.
Oh. Everybody. Gosh. I have started Christmas presents. They're supposed to be a birthday present for my brother, and now there is Christmas presents.
I have 2. Mine are socks.
And my pocket shawl. My pocket shawl is just over halfway done, and as soon as I finish the MKAL, it is my focus. You guys will see it next time. And it's not a Christmas, I mean, it's kind of a Christmas present. It's for a birthday that's right around Christmas, and
still a present.
I didn't get that person in our family Christmas drawing, so I'll gift it to them around Christmas time, but it's not their Christmas present. Yeah, so a couple of things. I plan to knit socks. I'm hoping I can make my Desert Vista Dye Work socks for November and December, both Christmas presents for people. And then I would need 2 additional pairs, and I have some tubes up there that I will probably cut apart for Christmas presents. And then my family, like my parents and my siblings, my immediate family, we do a drawing because there's like 15 or 16 of us. So we all draw one person to purchase for. And I got my sister-in-law Yo-Yo, who's a knitter. So purchasing for her will be a breeze. And I'll probably knit for her too. It was a long run-on sentence.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath. Ew. Have you started presents?
I've started socks for Jana. I already knit socks for my friend. Those are going to be in her Christmas package. I'm going to try and knit her son a little elf hat. Well, I crochet it because I crochet those. I mean, I could knit it. You could, but I would rather crochet it because I'm used to it. I really like the pattern. It's super cute.
Cute, yeah.
And I knit it for Jana's grandkids. I think 3 of them. She has a 4th now, but
I should do one for my niece.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I knit the bigger ones, so and her son's 4, I think.
Okay.
So, but you can make them as small as you want, and they're so cute and so easy because you start at the headband, and then you just decrease like
forever.
Until they're a long, pointy little thing, and then you make a little pom-pom. It's so cute.
That's adorable. I love that.
So I'm gonna make them for him, and then if I have the mojo to, and I might, for my nieces and nephews. 4 of those for our Christmas party.
4 of those. Yeah, I should probably do socks for my nieces and nephews.
Oh, especially that little baby one.
The little baby one.
Yeah.
She's so cute. I'm just double checking to make sure we didn't get any last minute questions. Have you read anything good?
So I started reading that stupid leadership book. I hate it. It's not good. Which I showed last time. It's fine. I downloaded a book today. I don't remember what it's called. I didn't finish One Last Stop, which is the lesbian romance. What? It's the lesbian romance.
The way you said it was funny.
It's the lesbian one. It is, well, I don't know. I think that they're both like female identifying. I think they are. Anyway, it's a queer romance novel by the same person who did Red, White, and Royal Blue. That's becoming a movie. And I liked that book. The sex scenes were a little crazy for me. And the same one in this. It's a little crazy for me. So, like, I had to put it down. I was like, okay, it's really long. I was like, you're just going on and on about this, and it's kind of awkward.
As lesbians do.
We can't make broad statements about lesbians.
No, I meant like in a good way.
Yes.
You know what I meant.
Anyway, yes, they it was good. It took a turn.
So did this podcast.
Sorry. But one last stop. Okay, so it started out, I was like, just a normal little romance, and then it kind of went sci-fi. I think Aquila has read this too, and I don't remember her review on it, but I think that she said something similar. Like, it took a turn that you were like, what? Because it was just like a normal romance, like the other one, Red, White, and Royal Blue, was just very like, was it kind of politically intertwined, but it was just like a romance, you know?
Yeah.
And this one, I was just like, whoa, like, what is going on? Is it a ghost? Is it a vampire? Is it a time traveler? Who knows?
Oh,
you know,
gosh.
it was like, it's just, and it was so normal until then, so I was just like,
that's hysterical.
thrown for a loop. And then, yeah, I downloaded 2, like, more mystery ones that I'm used to, like, mystery murder kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to reading, but I haven't started them yet, so.
I don't think I've started anything new. I think I'm still reading the same books I was reading because I've been watching Criminal Minds instead of reading. Because I think last time I talked about the Jeanette McCurdy book and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and those, and that was kind of, I got on Goodreads yesterday and I went through like my Goodreads and my Kindle and my Libby to make sure everything was listed, and I added 12 books I hadn't listed in Goodreads. So now I'm like ahead of schedule for my goal, which I know you reached your goal in January.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so.
Not January.
I know.
Not January. I was like, well, I didn't start till February. That was crazy. I'm the time traveler now.
But yeah, my goal was like 52 books or something, and I'm at like 48 now, so I'm really close. So I need to be reading. I'm in the middle of a book, I can't remember the name, I don't like it, so I think I'm gonna return it, and I put holds on like 10 more books that people recommended. I was just slowly inching off camera. I put holds on like 10 books people recommended to me. So yeah, I'm kind of at the end. I have some stuff in my Goodreads to read list, but nothing's calling to me. So if you have any good books that I should read, holler at me. Let me know. I think I'm just going to go scroll through people's Goodreads, like Emily of Delight Knits and some of my friends on there, and see. I don't tend to like the same books you like, so I'm not going to go through your Goodreads.
You've read so many books that I've read that I liked that you like. I just like different books, too.
Yeah.
But you have read a lot of the books that
But then sometimes
liked.
I start books and I'm like, oh, and then I look at your Goodreads and I'm like, she loved it? I didn't even finish it.
Which one? I was like, what
It's been like a lot.
Yeah. The vampire knitting ones. Those are the only ones I would think.
Funny.
Because I don't.
But then sometimes I read a book and I'm like, Christen would love this, and then she's already read it. So.
Yeah. I don't read all my books either. I don't
rate them, but I try and put them all in Goodreads now because I'm trying to have a log of those. Yeah, so nothing crazy that I've knit. I watched Love is Blind season 3. I would like to talk about that, so message me, whoever wants to talk about that, because
I watch that kind of shit.
I do.
Though I get it a lot on TikTok.
And all the men in season 3 are garbage. Like, they all suck.
Oh,
Matt,
the cowboy hat wearing one.
oh, he's not garbage. I forget about him. He's lovely.
I know that from TikTok. I was like, TikTok
Brennan's
thinks
the
I'm
only
you.
good one. He's the only good. I swear our algorithms are the same, except you get weirder stuff.
You get weird stuff.
But then you tell me about it, and then it shows up on my page sometimes. I just got the Bejeweled guy yesterday for the first time.
Yes.
Gosh, yeah, Brennan's lovely. I hope they make it. Matt is an abusive partner, and I hope someone in production of this show is like picking up on the red flags and like making sure that he and Colleen don't get married, because that man is an abuser. Like, red flags all over the place. That's like serious, and he shouldn't. Someone should be intervening, because yikes.
I feel like that's just part of the show.
I don't know.
They're like, ooh, this is spicy.
Spicy, dangerous for her livelihood and future. So hopefully that doesn't happen. That's scary. The rest of them are just crappy. Why did they pick like incredible, like empowered, beautiful, successful mid-30s women and 22-year-old boys? Why is that the cast? Like, we couldn't find anyone that might be aligned to maturity level. It has not been that way in the past seasons. There have at least been some. There's been some that were like,
to get people to watch the show.
Major age discrepancies, but this season, like season 1 and 2, there are couples that like made it from those, that are still together and that were like interesting to watch. And there were men that you could root for, women you could root for, men and women you hated, on all of them. This one, it's just like all the men except Brennan are garbage. and all the women are like too good to be on the show, like too good for these men. Like, what is going on? This is all they had to choose from? Ew. So anyway, that's my ramble, but I would like to talk more about it. If you want to message me on Instagram, I could go on for days. Also, if you don't think Matt is a red flag, you are a red flag. Matt is a red flag. I stand by that. That man's an abuser.
How many of you guys are watching this garbage?
All of it. I love it. I love it.
I know, but like, is that like a big thing? People love that?
Yeah, it's big. It's back for a 3rd season. Of course it's big. People love Love is Blind.
I mean, there were 10 vampire
Love is
knitting
Blind,
books.
Ultimatum. What's the other garbage TV show I watched? The Circle. All the crummy Netflix original reality shows, I love them. I'll binge them all. The day they come out, I'm watching them. I'm not getting any work done that day. I'm watching them at the office. And that's pretty much it. Life has been crazy. I don't know that we have a life section other than all the chaos we just talked about. God, mine has. I've been going nonstop, I feel like. I need a break. Yeah, we filmed last time, and then I went to my sister-in-law's wedding in Oklahoma, and we did all that. So I got to see my husband's side of the family, and that was really fun. His uncles and aunts and cousins and all that. And then crazy work week. And then this last week we went to Jessica's wedding, which was amazing. I'm so hiccupy. Yeah, and that was great too.
We didn't film much there because they told us to turn off our cameras for the ceremony, and then I just never turned my back on.
Yep, it was the same at Caitlin's. I didn't really film much. I did a horrible job at Vlogtober. I put up like 2 weeks worth of footage today, and I'm just like done. Not doing that again. I'm a monthly vlog kind of girl, once a month, and I'll be late every month. It'll be like the 5th by the time y'all get it of the next month. But that's just who I am. I'm out of breath. I'm winded. I'm tired. Bye. I think that's it though, for real.
So if you want to give away the Barley Pearls bag, Barley Pearls, tell us when you want.
Leave it in the comments.
Yes.
And
say Barley Pearls, and then also which bag you want.
Yeah. Because then we'll search Barley Pearls.
Yeah.
And then in your comment. And then I'll message you or have you email us next time. And then you can confirm if that's really the bag you want or if something else came out and you changed your mind. So you don't have to stick with it. Don't feel like it's a commitment. We will confirm and make sure you get what you want. But the bags are awesome.
Yeah.
I love them. They have small, medium, and large. And I have all the sizes and I love them.
I love the Advent one so much.
It's really good. I wish I had a large one now. But I don't need that. I'm not even getting an Advent. That's so dumb. Capitalism, man.
Okay. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Screensaver.
I really do have to twerk for a minute.
Okay, go off.
My leg is asleep. It's not real twerking. I'm just stretching like a runner.
I wish it were real twerking.
You don't want to see it.
Runner,
You don't want to see it.
Your thoughts on the MKAL?
Oh
we
God.
got some.
People, our thoughts on the MKAL. We shared those.
Ugh. I had washed my hair today because it looked really ugly. So when I got home from work, I washed it, and now it's like popping. These are some good curls. This one, she's good.
What's her name?
Oh, this one's really good. This is what I like my curls to look like, the intertwined. I love it. I even like brush styled and diffused them today, so I like really put in some effort. Love it.
It's kind of stretch.
Mid-sentence, you just go into downward dog.
I can't.
We'll start over.
Downward dog? I'm in like moo
Well,
cow.
I was in doggy style. I was trying not to say that. But I can't show my feet.
No. No. Is that fetish? Is that fetish? Did I just do fetish?
It felt like it. Oh my god.
Our legs just both fell asleep at the same time. Okay.
Silly.